The book begins to narrate the perspective of San Marcos, a technical officer of a cargo cruiser called Pillar of Atom, whose crew is filling the Covenant army after the fall of Reach.
Sam is instructed to wake up the only Spartan on the ship, the Spartan 117, known as Master Chief. While Master Chief picks up the pace after being in a period of cryogenic sleep, the story pays attention to Captain Keyes, who discovers an interplanetary ring-shaped structure known to ancient archives as Halo. After observing that, surprisingly, the ring has its own atmosphere and ecosystem with oxygen, he does not hesitate to find a way to land there. But while during his plan, the common army invades the ship in search of destroying it. This is where the
Other characters such as Commander Antonio Silva, who is the leader of the ODST squad, Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, is assigned to evacuate his squad and land in the Halo as soon as possible to organize the reunion of the evacuated troops. Together with characters like Lieutenant Melissa McKay or Carol Rowley, they managed to evacuate as many soldiers as they could.
Other subplots are also developed, such as that of Orna Fulsami, a Covenant elite whose mission is to spy on humans and obtain information from them either by taking high-ranking prisoners, such as Captain Keyes, or the most precious of the ship, the AI, Cortana. All these events occur at the same time that Master Chief makes his way to the bridge of the ship, where Captain Keyes is, to receive the order to evacuate the ship with the AI Cortana, with whom he had already worked on the fall of Reach. We can appreciate an encounter similar to that one that appears in the video game. While Master Chief made his way through the ship shootings, the ODST and Colonel Antonio Silva were already in Halo, gathering and organizing the troops that were arriving, because they would need a headquarters, which they decided to plant in the top of a hill. The Covenant followed them and tried to destroy the base. Starting at the base of the hill in Halo, just over 300 soldiers defended the base against an army of grunts and elite with banshees. On the other hand, Fulsami aimed to capture Captain Keyes, who along with the technicians and other pilots were the last to evacuate the ship. This, at starting on Halo without exploding, Fulsami using his invisibility shield managed to infiltrate the evacuation ship where Captain Keyes is.
The last thing that happens in Chapter 2 is that we see how the ship where the Master Chief was found has a forced landing, ending the lives of his fellow Marines while he is the only survivor. This is where Chapter 3 begins in search survivors.